Welcome to the Temple of Flame. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Garak. I don't know how to pronounce this. We'll call it Garak. Garak and roll. This is the stir-fried hot chicken ramen, and of course, we are making at least a semi-pass here at the whole Samyang Bulldog thing here. Got a couple peppers. I'm not sure what those are meant to be. Looks like maybe the shape of the yellow one looks like an elongated Scotch bonnet, kind of. The red one could be anything. Maybe jalapeno, but I don't know that it's meant to be any one thing. I think there's vague pepper shapes. All right, how to cook and delicious recipe. Oh, there's a recipe here. Okay, what's that? Okay, so boiling water, cook for 5 minutes. And stir fry for 30 seconds. Yeah, no. Like, this is a weird instruction to me, because why would you do that? Like, you're dirtying, how many pans should you dirty for a bowl of ramen? How many? For me, one. One is plenty. All right, so we're not doing that, obviously. We're going to be doing our usual method of, we are going to throw it in the bowl, barely cover it with water, put it in the microwave for 4 minutes, let it sit for 5, and return here. So we have, so the noodles, there's vegetable extract in the noodles. Interesting. Okay. So we have habanero here. So I guess one of those in the front is supposed to be a habanero, possibly. Curry powder. Oh boy. I'm not so much a fan of curry powder. Do we have... There's just a lot of stuff in here in this seasoning. I am trying to find where we might come across the extract. It might not be here. It might just be the habanero is powering this through, which is... If that's the case, we're probably not going to have a lot of heat here. Yeah, I don't see any natural flavorings or anything like that there. Huh. Okay, well, let's crack one of these open and take a look. Every time I think I'm getting to the end of these, I'm like, I gotta be getting close. I find some new ones. Like, this is just a super popular segment of the market. And I don't know how famous Garak is as a name in Korea. Like, I don't have any idea. Oops. Put that there. And of course, this is, oh, this. Wow, look at this. 70, what is that, 78? 79? 79% of the sodium. Wow. Well, isn't that just spiffy? So I'll be honest, when I have noodles, I don't ever have more than one of these in a given day. And I mean, that's a lot of salt. That's a lot. Okay, let's take a look here at the noodles. Sort of They don't taste particularly flavored. They actually sort of remind me of the top ramen. Okay. All right, so we have this, which is the noodles, and then we have a single packet, soup base and flakes. Okay, so let me just double check that. So the flakes seem to be the furikake, and the soup itself is just a powder. So, okay, all right, so here's what we're gonna do. I don't think this is gonna be particularly hot, just gonna be honest here. But we will go and toss this bad mama jamma, just barely enough water to cover it. We're gonna throw it in for 4 minutes into the microwave, let it sit for 5, and then we will come back and add in our seasoning packet right here. And we are back. And we've got the noodles all nicely cooked up here. And we've got the powder ready to... Not a tear strip on this. How annoying. Oh, wait, there it is. Is this it? I guess it is. Why is it there? I have it in the dumbest possible, most non-intuitive place, I guess. Whatever. It's a lot of powder. Wow. It smells pretty good. Hopefully I left enough liquid in here. I mean, it's smelling sort of bulldog-esque, if you will. Had a little sneezy fit right there. Always a treat with powders. All right. Well, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Let's take a throw here. This is a really interesting flavor. There's a sort of depth of umami to this. Heat-wise, I go to default 1. Not really more than that yet. This is pretty nice. This is a nice version of this. You almost get a little bit of a sense of the chicken flavoring here, oddly enough. And I mean, I think that's one of the things with the samyang that I obviously like those quite a bit. I think the bulldog is a good flavoring, but most of the time, that is what you're getting. You're getting just the bulldog flavoring. You're not getting that and other stuff. This one has just got a real nice depth to it. I mean, it's got some punch. Certainly not to the degree of like the bulldog, but this is more, it's more distinctive. It's not really a copy of that at all. This chicken, is this where the chicken is? Right here, I think. That chicken is sort of, to me, a bit reminiscent of Hochi, the Samyang guy. But, yeah, this is it's quite good. I wish it wasn't a powder, though. I would enjoy this more without a sneezing fit. And I do think a bit of stir frying would have absolutely added to this as well. The big question here is, I'm almost at the end of this, is do I give this a default one or an actual legit one? I'm not sure yet. My inclination is more of a default one. I mean, there is a pretty... I guess it's... I mean, it's definitely a pair. It's kind of between them, actually. I do like the texture and heft of these noodles as well. That's quite good. Yeah, I mean, these are really good. All right, I finished the bowl. I don't think I can give these more than a default one. I just don't think it's all the way there to a legit one. It's not super far behind, however. I mean, it's kind of between the two, I would say. I just don't think there's enough there to give it the push. But super enjoyable as far as flavor. This is, I really am happy when something like this comes along, because I've taken to keeping, because I've done so many noodles, I've been disappointed in the flavor, I've taken to keeping a bottle of the Bulldog on hand, at least until I finish out as many of these noodles as I'm going to do. And, but I'm happy when I don't have to actually use it. I can just use the product. And these are quite good. This is actually, I would say, one of the better flavored noodles in the entire series I've done. And there's a whole noodle playlist. I think by now it's got 60 or 70 different noodles in it. Quite a bit of coverage. Quite a bit of coverage. And so you can see, to get, the more I get in there, the more it takes to filter your way up. I would say, honestly, this is one that I would say that about. I'm quite pleased with the flavor here. So because he used habanero, it actually is. You know what? I will give him a legit one. There's enough of an extended burn that I don't think it's fair to just call him a default one. So legit one for heat. Quite satisfying too. It's a very, very nice mouthfeel. It's not like an extract either. It is definitely more with that habanero. So that was actually a good choice. What they did with the seasoning packet there was fantastic. Just really quite good. So kudos there. I mean, they made a pretty good product here. It is definitely very umami, and I tend not to I don't like soup, so I tend to try to use as little water as I can. So obviously there was a little bit of saltiness, and like I can sense a bit of saltiness to it as well. But you know, if you're not having, you know, just don't have more than one of these a day. And you should be drinking your water anyway. Make sure you're drinking your fluids. You should be fine. Unless you have some underlying medical thing. And I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as medical advice, of course. But yeah, quite good. These were very satisfying. They, I would say, yeah. I mean, they're about right in the range of where the Samyang original, the black bulldog, is. And but flavor wise, I think they're distinctive. I mean, the flavor of the Samyang original, I think, is pretty good as well. So, but I would say it's right there, if not even a little bit better, because you're not dealing with extract with these. So quite a good show, and we'll just leave it right there. So that was the Garak or whatever, however you say that. I don't know. Stir fried hot chicken ramen. Nagapo in peace to serve the flame.